Nobody trust now, home. That's Mendo, and I stand on it. Don't hold noise, I cut the fan on. Got a problem, get them touch like piano. 50 rounds, gotta get your whole bang on. Got shots, I ain't worried about ammo. Rock out like a Tano Banjo. Rock out like a Tano Banjo.
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Jelly without Melly. Back again for another video. Today, we gonna be reacting to Dymondflawless apology. If you haven't been sleeping under the rock, you know that she had a mental breakdown. She pulled up to her ex Keith house. Basically, I don't know what she did that for, but put up to Keith's house, disrespecting her mom and dad on live. All that, and she was the cause of Smooth Geo and King Said fighting, bro. She did all that shit, and then she took a break from social media, and then she dropped this video right here. From what I'm seeing right now, she looked like she okay. Probably because of the glasses, but we're gonna see what she's talking about in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Jelly without Melly, and I'm not. Whoop. Alright, y'all boys, we'll hop into the video.
Hey guys, it's Diamond. Today I just want to talk to you guys one-on-one, not just on some Team Flawless or Dymondflawless stuff, more from Dymondflawless to you. Okay, so basically I wanted to just say where I've been,
Right here,
because a lot of you guys have not really known where I've been. I've been going through it behind the scenes, so I'm just gonna basically come to you as one-on-one and tell you what has been happening. So, before I start the video, I just wanted to say I've been through a lot of traumatic experiences, a lot of PTSD, a lot of things where I've been going through really deep situations. A lot of you guys probably have known that I've been through some of the things that I'll touch a little bit on the surface of things, because I don't want to get too deep into anything. But this is more of like an apology video to all my fans, to my friends, my family, and to everyone around me. So yeah, I'm just going to start off where it began. So it all started June 12th. I was at Fontainebleau. It's this really, really nice resort in Miami, and basically what happened was I got into a little situation, a sticky situation. So I went there by myself with my dog Dazzle. So technically not by myself, but I went with my dog. And my security guard for at the time, we're gonna name him Red. We'll call him Red because I don't want to say his actual name. So Red was my security guard for the night, and I did not feel comfortable with like going by myself to this club that I was gonna go to, which is called King of Diamonds. A lot of you guys heard of it. I actually went to G5 earlier that night, and I spent $900 that night, which was really, really expensive, at a strip club that I wasn't even supposed to really get into because I'm actually the age.
Oh yeah, to touch on that, everybody know Dymondflawless is 19. To like get in a club and shit like that, you gotta be like 21. How you own a club and you let a 19-year-old go on a pole and do what she did? She was getting booed off the stage and all of that, but she was twerking, dancing, all of that on the pole at 19 years old. But this proves that fame and money, bro, it gets you by, bro. And it's sad to say, bro. Because if her parents or anything would have called the cops, they would have got sued. Because you have a 19-year-old on the stage dancing for a bunch of grown niggas. Like, what? It makes no sense.
19, so I don't know. But long story short, I went to King of Diamonds with my so-called security guard, Red. He wasn't the best security guard at that night because he actually put a roofie and a date rape drug, is also called date rape drug, in my drink. So a lot of you guys probably have seen this video. I probably have it right here where I'm on the pole or like whatever I'm doing. I don't even know what video is out right now because I do have brief psychosis where I don't really remember a lot of the events, like traumatic events that happened because of the medication that I'm on. But yeah, so basically I got roofied and it makes you hypersexual. So I was on the pole. I'm not a stripper. There's nothing wrong with being a stripper. I actually made a lot of money that night. And I gave it to the strippers, not to be like joking about it, but like this is what happened. So that happened, and I gave the money to the strippers, and I like left that club with literally $0 to my name, like nothing to my name. So it was really traumatic to me because I was drugged, which I didn't know until later because I wasn't even drinking. I was only drinking out of my water. So from what I think that happened with my security guard Red is that he put it in my drink, in my water bottle, because he was holding all my things.
How you don't know if he did it, and you don't know you think he did it, then you shouldn't really put it in the video, because that's, you think he did it, you're supposed to know he did it. That's kind of fucked up, no cap.
The reason why I believe this, because next morning, he was like, oh, Diamond, like, do you want to go upstairs to your room at the Fountain Blue? We're at the Fountain Blue. He's like, do you guys want to go upstairs to your room? Like, oh, like, talking to me, I was by myself. He's like, oh, I know you want to have sex, this and that. And then that's when I realized that I was drugged. Earlier that morning,
someone asking you, do you want to have sex, doesn't mean you got drugged, bro. That means he's just trying to get at you, bro. Trying to clap cheeks. I don't know the story. We just gonna watch the video, but it's not making sense.
Later on that morning, he had left, and I believe he was the one that called the police. I'm not sure. I don't know, but I started acting very weird. I wasn't in the same mind state. Also, mind you, I haven't been sleeping, so I woke up from a nap because I slept at the pool for 5 minutes. Woke up from a nap, boom, got Baker acted because I was taking items. I was walking, running around with my speakers, screaming, going crazy, and then basically protesting, playing FTP, F the police, and all this stuff. Then I took the American flag that was in the Fountain Blues beach, took the American flag, dumped it in the ocean, and was screaming F this place, I hate it here. And a few minutes later, I started crying, bawling my eyes out because I thought I was gonna die, literally thought I was gonna die, but I didn't, thank God. And then 2 seconds later, boom, the police were there, and I got sent to a hospital called Mount Sinai. So there's a hospital 5 minutes away from Fountain Blue where I stayed for a week. And at Mount Sinai, basically, it was very traumatizing. Okay, so at Mount Sinai, I got there, the police brought me, they didn't even arrest me, they detained me, which means they just took me in the police car and drove me. They dropped me off there, and it was a lot more details, but it's just ridiculous. I got there, and basically, I don't even remember. Oh, they brought me to the emergency room, and boom, this girl, I was screaming, screaming, because I didn't want to be there. But when I first walked in there, I walked in there like this, with my arms behind my back, and I was like, oh, I know I have to go.
They didn't arrest you, but they detained you. What? Don't when you get detained, do they arrest you when you get detained? Bro, I might be losing brain cells watching the video.
Go in here, whatever. I don't even remember talking. I just remember walking in as if I was handcuffed, and I asked the police, I was like, why didn't you handcuff me? And oh, you don't need to be handcuffed. I don't know. It felt like a movie, like a dream. Then I get there, and then, what happened? I forgot. Let me think. I got there. I have to slow down my memory because I'm really blurry. I got there and they asked me questions. They were like, oh, what's your name? And then I told them my name was Diamond Charleston, but they Jane Doe'd me. So in America, Jane Doe is basically where they don't know your identification. So they Jane Doe'd me because I didn't have an ID on me. I didn't have anything on me. I actually, before I left, got Baker acted, I gave my phone away to strangers. I gave my jewelry away. I gave everything of mine away.
But it's on your neck.
Everything I had. I didn't even have shoes on me, nothing. And I had sand drip. I was drenched in sand. I don't even know what's going on. But anyways, I got there. They Jane Doe'd me, and then 2 seconds later, I just remember getting hit with an injection into my butt, and then I was knocked out. Yeah, I was knocked out for I don't even know. I don't remember. So that's the point of the drug. And then I just remember waking up in an emergency room, and they brought me in. I think they wheeled me in because I ended up in a handicap room. So I believe that I got handicapped, what is it called? Wheelchaired in to the room. Because when I woke up, I was in the handicap room. So that was that. So basically what happened at that hospital, Mount Sinai, it was fun. I'm not going to say it was fun, but I had my experience there. So I had a roommate. My roommate was this Cuban mom. It was really, really funny. She was really nice and talking to me in Spanish. So now I can speak fluent Spanish, which is really, really cool. I learned a lot when I was there. They told me that I was manic when I got there. So when I left, and they told me that I was schizophrenic. They told me I was schizo, which means you hear voices, which I don't hear voices. So that was very weird, which I don't.
If y'all been keeping up with the Diamond mental shit that she was having, it won live. If I find the clip, I'm gonna put it in here. But in one live, she was like, she be hearing voices. Bro, I think I just be thinking too hard, but she said she was hearing voices. Now she said she never heard voices.
I'm on very heavy meds, which I actually am on meds for schizophrenia right now. So that's probably why I don't remember things and I move very, very slow. So I might seem like a little bit happy or pepped about this. Not that it's happy, it's not a happy subject, but I do look at, like, I'm very optimistic, so I look at the good side of things. Really, when I look at things, I don't really remember the bad parts, which is why I'm trying to, like, in psychology, you can, like, trace back what you remember if you, like, go step by step. So I'm trying my hardest, but I don't really know the full story because I don't, like, my brain erased it, technically, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward to July 1st. So July 1st is when I actually, if you haven't seen the video, I pulled up to my ex-boyfriend's house named Jason. So Jason, this is gonna be directly towards Jason. I'm sorry for coming to your house. I'm sorry for bringing my little brother. Sorry to Denzel, my little brother, for bringing you to his house. But the only main reason I did bring...
That was the stupidest thing she ever did on the internet. Stupidest. They could have, like, beat her up, jumped her brother, took her car, all kinds of stuff. And then you brought your little brother, bro?
Him there, my intentions were not on a negative side. They were to show Denzel that you cannot be aggressive to a girl, because me and Denzel already had our situation where I thought that I was seeing things very blurred. So everything was very, like, triggering. Like, if you said a certain name, even if you said Jason's name, I would feel some type of way. So, long story short, Denzel and I had a situation where I felt like he was being too aggressive with his girlfriend. And Denzel, my little brother, he's 12 years old. So
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read.
So I was like, look, Denzel, like, you can't be like that. So that's kind of what happened, why I brought Denzel to Jason's house, because a lot of you guys know parts of the stories, but you don't know the main story. Even Jason himself doesn't know the story, and this is why I brought him to Jason's house, which I shouldn't have done. I do want to say sorry for that. I brought Denzel to Jason's house because Jason and I have, as you guys know, has done a lot of things to me, and our relationship has been very traumatizing to my soul and my heart, because I was dating him, and, you know, a lot of things have went left, which you guys can research about later. But I want to say sorry to Jason for bringing that drama and being on your property, because anything could have happened. I was on his property. He could have done anything to me, and I would have gotten away with it. So that's very, very dangerous. I don't like how Jason did put his hands on my brother. I'm not going to say anything about that, like, doing too much, but Jason, I really wish you wouldn't have done that. I just want to address that in that video, because I do remember you putting your hands on my brother and me telling you not to. Also, I do want to apologize to Brienne, his girlfriend, Alright, so after July 1st, that was...
So, somebody on your property, and you could tell her brother didn't want to be there either, because this nigga was holding a phone like this. And then he will walk away, then come back, and then she would tell him come back, and then he'll hold the phone. So he escorted him off his property, bro, to the car. Because who puts their brother in an unsafe predicament? But she said sorry, so we're gonna let it go. But it's not like he was, like, hitting him or something. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
That was cool, that was whatever, that's what happened. I did go to his house, and a lot of things happened, and whatever. So July 4th, I don't remember, because my parents actually gave me my meds that I got for schizophrenic, which I'm not schizophrenic, like, I'm not, and that's on period. Even my doctor said I'm not, but he gave me meds for it, which I don't understand. So I went July 4th, I went to Walmart, picked up my meds at the pharmacy. Sorry if I'm talking fast, I'm really, like, anxious. Okay, picked up my meds at the pharmacy, and, what happened? Like, I literally passed out for the whole whole day because I'm allergic to the meds. It's actually called Respirodol. I'm not on the meds anymore, thank God. But those meds are so strong, and I was knocked out for the whole July 4th. And July 4th, I thought I was gonna gain independence. I did not gain independence. I was locked up mentally. If you guys understand what that means, it's like I felt like I was trapped inside my own body. That's so deep. Okay, I should make a song about that. No, it's not funny though. It's like real life. Okay, so then July 5th, I went to a hospital. I almost had a heart attack. So the normal, sorry, I'm getting confused. The normal heart rate is a 120 over 80. My heart rate was 156 over like 90 or something. Like I was literally having a heart spasm. Like I called the police on myself because my parents at that time took away my phone, took away my laptop, took away all my social media, everything that I had of mine, which is really hurtful because I do have my own place. I do have my own items, so it was very hurtful that I wasn't able to use a phone or use an iPad, which I know why they did it, but like it was very hurtful to me. So I stole my brother's phone, snuck my brother's phone while he was sleeping, and I called 911, and I told the police to come get me. So the police came and got me. I ran away from home, and I was having an anxiety attack, a panic attack. Once the police came, I almost passed out, and the police were asking me questions, and I told them, my situation with my parents, and da-da-da-da. Then the ambulance came to get me, and they brought me to Delray Medical Center, Fair Oaks Pavilion, where I stayed for 2 weeks straight. So I got Baker acted again. The police asked me when they got to me, they said, Diamond, do you either want to go with us or do you want to go with the paramedics? I chose to go with the paramedics, of course, because I am EMR certified, and I love paramedics. Like, I love them. They literally saved my life, and they actually knew me from YouTube, which was really crazy. But anyways, that's beside the point. So I got there. I got into the ambulance truck. I've never rode in the ambulance truck in my life, like, ever. So it was very scary. Like, very, very scary. I'm like having like, oh my god, this is scary. I don't like to talk about it. I was riding in the ambulance truck, and they basically pumped me with saline, and like it cleansed my whole body in order for me to like be able to think clearly, because I was saying things I didn't mean, and I was really sorry for things I was saying. Like I would say one thing and then be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'd be like, oh, this guy is red, or like, really, this guy's blue, and like I was very off track. They told me that I told them that I wanted to go to West Boca Hospital because that's where I do my rotations. I did my rotations in high school, and they're like, oh, like we can't bring you there because they don't have a psych ward. And I was like, why do I need to go to a psych ward? And they're like, oh, like you have to go to a psych ward or whatever. So they brought me to Delray, and that is where I stayed for 2 weeks, which they treated me very, very well. At Mount Sinai, I wasn't treated that well. Even though, like, I was treated well by the nurses, but, like, by the doctors, I wasn't treated well. But at the Delray place, like, the Delray Fair Oaks Pavilion, like, the doctor was really, really good, and the nurses were really, really good, and I'm very happy that I stayed there. So I went from being schizo and manic to being actually bipolar, so I'm not schizo or manic. I did have manic episodes, of course I did, which is when, like, basically, like, almost like your eyes turn black. Like, a lot of people said that they said my eyes turn black, which I believe it because I don't know. But it's like you black out and you don't see anything but negativity. Yeah, that's how I felt when I was manic. Yeah, it's deep. It's very deep. But now I'm better, so we're gonna get back to where I'm better. So I went to the Delray Medical Center, and basically there we colored all day. I have like this much of like coloring pages. I should have brought them, but I don't have them with me. We did crossword puzzles. They treat you like a kid. I gained like 30 pounds while I was in there. I'm like literally so big now because I would eat all day. Turkey sandwiches, those things were busting. Like, a lot of people don't think it was fun. Like, I'm not saying it's fun, but like, it's not fun. You just have to make the best of the situation, and that's the type of person I am. Like, if I'm in the worst situation, I'll still think of the best part of it. Not the best, but like the better part of it. So like, I can't even tell you like really the bad part of it, besides the fact that I was away from my family and friends, and that I was gone off social media, no phone, no nothing. It was basically like jail. It felt like hell, but it wasn't, so that's what matters. And then yeah. I don't even know. And the day I was supposed to leave, bro, this girl tried to fight me. Like, I'm just happy I'm out. Like, I might seem happy about the situation, but I'm just happy that I'm out of that situation and that I'm better now and I'm on meds and that I'm happier because, like, a lot of things happened. Like, I can do another story time on that. It's not really that important right now. Like, a girl tried to fight me. One of my friends, like, one of the guy friends that I had in there, like, he ran away. A lot of them were very sexual men that were, like, very rapey, kind of, and then the girls were very, like, want to fight. So that's kind of how the environment was. It wasn't the best environment to be in when you're trying to heal and recover, but I guess it's kind of like rehab, I guess. Another reason why I was acting kind of crazy was that I was on a lot of drugs. I did take marijuana. I've been smoking marijuana since I was 13. So I don't recommend marijuana. I don't smoke anymore. I've been drinking since I was 13. I've been taking Percocets since I was like 18 for like a year. I was taking Percocets, like 2 Percocets a day, which is like literal heroin.
2 Percocets a day.
I also did promethazine and codeine, which is lean. A lot of people that are on the limelight, not saying like this person, that person, but I'm saying a lot of people do drugs that they're not
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
supposed to do. So if you're young, I would recommend that you stay away from drugs because drugs can ruin you. So it's kind of like people thought I was on drugs, but really I was on a withdrawal from drugs because one day I woke up and I was like, I'm not going to do drugs ever again. And that's what happened, and that's kind of what sparked my bipolar disorder and all this stuff because I used to be on drugs all the time. So like you guys probably wouldn't even know that I was like high on weed or I was high on a perk, but like I was because I was very depressed. Even when I went to college, I was very, very depressed. So that's kind of where it came from. But now that I'm sober, it's a lot better. I am still on meds, so it's like not, they're opioids and like opiates, I think they're called. But that's for like actual prescription drugs. So I am also like just trying to figure out like find myself. Like I feel like everyone's trying to find themselves right now. It's 2020 where like 2020, the year 2020 is like having a 2020 vision is what I see like, where you can see life super clear and differently is. But basically I wanted to just move forward on into the video. So I do want to say sorry to Gio, as also known as Smooth Gio. You guys know Smooth Gio? Gio, I want to say sorry straight to you because I think that it came out a rumor that I said that we had sex. We did not have sex. This is coming out of my head when I'm clear, sober. Like I'm here. This is Dymond telling you guys I did not have sex with Gio. Gio is a friend of mine. I don't think we are friends anymore. I've lost a lot of friends. I've gained a lot of friends. But I don't believe we're friends anymore. So I want to say sorry to Gio. And if you do want to rekindle our bond, you have my number. I've tried to talk to him many times, but he hasn't answered. So I don't really remember and recall what has happened in the past. Like I said, brief psychosis, but yeah, I just want to say sorry to you, Gio. What actually happened, like I was talking to my lady, and what actually happened was that I was at Jason's house and I said something along the words like, oh, like, you know, if you want to keep talking crap, like Gio will do something with me, right? And Jason was like, oh, so you had sex with her? Oh, you had sex with her? You had sex with her? And I think that's where the rumor came about. So that was a misunderstanding, and that's not what I said.
What was Gio gonna do with her? Why did she say Gio's gonna do something with her? What is Gio gonna do with her? What? Keeson was low-key pushing it, bro. He was pushing it. So basically, they fought for no reason, bro. No reason.
I do not want to have sex with him because a lot of people were saying like, oh yeah, you want to. I don't want to have sex with him. He's my friend, and that's the only way it would stay. It's either we're friends or we're not friends. I mean, it's up to him really because I'm willing to be friends, like I said. I also want to say sorry to Jasmine, my best friend Jasmine. We are back being friends, but I do want to say sorry, Jasmine, for anything.
Alright, y'all boys, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There's like a good 3 minutes left in the video. Y'all could go watch that if y'all want to. But, like I just said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Jelly without Melly. And I'm out.